ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
देवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं
नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं
नरं चैव नरोत्तमं
नरं चैव नरोत्तमं
देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं
देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं
ततो जयमुदीरयेत्।
ततो जयमुदीरयेत्।
नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु
प्रायेषु भद्रेषु
नित्यं भागवत सेवया।
नित्यं भागवत सेवया।
भगवतीरुत्तमश्लोके
भगवती उत्तम श्लोके
भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी।
भक्तिर्भवतिर्न इष्टिकी।
Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 16, Verse 34. Yes. यो वै ममाति परमासुरवंशराज्ञाम्
यो वे ममाति भरमासुरवंशराज्ञा
अक्षौहिणी शतमपू अपानुदद् आत्मतन्त्र
अक्षौमशंसिनि शतमा पुनः ददात्मदान्ततन्त्र
त्वां दुष्टमूनपदमात्मनि पौरुषेण
त्वामदुषस्तमुन्पदमात्मनि पौरुषेण
सम्पादयन् यदुषुरं यमबिभ्रदङ्गम्
सम्पादयन् यदुशूरमभ्यं बिभ्रदङ्गमम्
यो वै ममाधिपरमासुरवंशराज्ञाम्
यो वे ममाति भरमासुरवंशराज्ञा
अक्षौहिणी शतमपानुददात्मतन्त्र
अक्षौहिणी शतम् अपानुदत आत्मतन्त्र
त्वां दुष्टमूनपदमात्मनि पौरुषेण
त्वां दुष्टमा उन्पादमम् आत्मनि पौरुषेण
सम्पादयन् यदुषुरं यमबिभ्रदङ्गम्
सम्पादयन् यदुशूरम्यम् अभृत अङ्गम्
यो वै ममातिपरमासुरवंशराज्ञाम्
यो वै ममाति भरमासुरवंशराज्ञा
अक्षौहिणी शतमपानुददात्मतन्त्र
अक्षौहिणी शतम् अपानुदत आत्मतन्त्र
त्वां दुष्टमूनपदमात्मनि पौरुषेण
त्वां दुष्टमा उन्पदम् आत्मनि पौरुषेण
सम्पादयन् यदुषुरं यमबिभ्रदङ्गम्
सम्पादयन् यदुशूरम्यम् अबिभ्रत अङ्गम्।
Yes, please, anybody.
यो वे ममाति भरमासुरवंशराज्ञा
Yo vai mamati baramasuravanshayarajñam.
Akshauhini shatam apanudat atmatantra.
Akshauhini shatamapanudadatmatantra.
Tvam dustham unpadam atmane parushena.
Tvam dhustamuna paurushena.
Sampadayan yadshuramyayam abhibratam angam.
Sampadayan yadushuram yamabhibradangam. Anybody else? Translation, purport by Stephen Grace Avai Charanaravindra Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Yeah.
Synonyms: ya, he, who.
Yeah, he who.
Why, certainly.
Why, certainly.
Mama, mine.
Mama, mine.
Athibaram, too burdensome.
Atibharam, too burdensome.
Asurabamsha, unbelievers.
Asurvamsa, unbelievers.
Rajñam, of the kings.
Rajyam, of the kings.
Akshauhini, one military division.
Akshauhini, one military division.
Shatham, hundreds of such divisions.
Satam, hundreds of such divisions.
Apanudat, extirpated.
Apanudat, extirpated.
Atmatantra, self-sufficient.
Atmatantra, self-sufficient.
Tvam, unto you.
Tvam, unto you.
Tushtam, put into difficulty.
Dushtam, put into difficulty.
Unapadam, devoid of strength to stand.
Una padam, devoid of strength to stand.
Atmani, internal.
Atmani, internal.
Paurushena, by dint of energy.
Paurushena, by dint of energy.
Sampadayan, for executing.
Sampadyan, for executing.
Yadushu, in the Yadu dynasty.
Yadushu, in the Yadu dynasty.
Ramyam, transcendently beautiful.
Ramyam, transcendently beautiful.
Abhibhrat, accepted.
Avivrat, accepted.
Angam, body.
Angam, body.
Translation, please repeat after me. O personality of religion,
O personality of religion,
I was greatly overburdened by the
I was greatly overburdened by the
answers
undue military
arranged by atheistic
phalanxes arranged by atheistic kings.
Arranged by atheistic kings.
Prabhu, sound is not clear.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Similarly, you were also in a distressed condition.
Similarly, You are also in a distressed condition,
weakened in your standing strength,
weakened in your standing strength,
and thus he also incarnated
and thus he also incarnated
by his internal energy
by his internal energy
in the family of the Yadus to relieve you.
in the family of the Yadus to relieve you.
Purport.
Purport. The Asur want to enjoy a life of sense gratification even at the cost of others' happiness. In order to fulfill this ambition, the Asur, especially atheistic kings or state executive heads, try to equip themselves with all kinds of deadly weapons to bring about a war in a peaceful society. They have no ambition other than personal aggrandizement, and thus Mother Earth feels overburdened by such undue increase of military strength. By increase of the Austric population, those who follow the principles of religion become unhappy, especially the devotees or devas. In such a situation, the personality of Godhead incarnates to vanquish the unwanted Asur and to reestablish the true principles of religion. This was the mission of Lord Krishna, and he fulfilled it.
Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Sri Mataye Jaya Pataka Swamin Nitina Mine. Namo Acharya Padaya Nitaya Kripa Pradhayine Gaurakatha Dhamathaya Nagara Grama Dharine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Sunyavadhe Paschatya Desatharine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Nama Hare Gopal Govindaram Sri Madhusudanam Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangulam Gayatri Matir Patamam Desri Gurum Denatarinam Paramantamadam Sri Chaitanya Mishwaram. So Bhumi in the form of cowbees, answering the questions to Dharma in the form of bull, religion. So she's telling that I was greatly overburdened by the undue military phalanxes arranged by atheistic kings, and I was relieved by the grace of the personality of God. Similarly, you were also in a distressed condition, weakened in your standing strength, and thus he also incarnated by his internal energy in the family of Yadus to relieve you. So both the religion as well as the Bhumi was protected and relieved from the burdens only by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, by his presence. Because when the earth is overburdened, in the previous class, you must have listened that the earth is overburdened when the people are not offering to Krishna, when they are not Krishna conscious. So when they are verily eat sins, when they want to enjoy life of sense gratification, even at the cost of others' happiness, Prabhupada says in the purport. So they just want to fulfill their own ambition. They don't care about others. They don't care about God. They don't care about religious conduct or anything, code of conduct and so on. They are called asuras. Asuras means atheistic, especially in the administrative line. If there are atheistic kings, there should, when it is to administrative line, there should be Raja Rishi. It should saintly kings are only authorized to rule this particular bhumi because it is a property of Krishna. Krishna cannot put hand over the bhumi, which is his own property, to some atheist. It is impossible. So he wants only the theistic kings who are Raja Rishi, saintly kings should rule over this particular earth so that people will get a chance to become Krishna conscious. And there's a purpose of ruling also. And there's a purpose of the earth also. So if that would work, then earth also would profusely produce whatever is necessary, and the bull is also very happy. And in this way, the people can follow the Sanatana Dharma very nicely. But when atheistic king comes, they are self-centered, sense gratification oriented, don't care for others, don't care for God, or don't care for any kind of religion or code of conduct, and they become the executive heads and all these things. Then they will also have full power. They will be equipped themselves with very deadly weapons, like Ashwatthama had the weapon and how he misused it for sense gratification or self-protection. Don't care about God or his devotees or any others. The whole world will destroy. He doesn't care. So, like this, when this power and deadly weapons are given to such atheistic natured personality, then there is havoc. That is where the earth was suffering, and religion was also not, code of conduct was not followed by the atheistic guys. So it is very, very overburdened, and Asuric population increasing. Then naturally their military phalanxes will also be of atheistic nature, because they will not be used for properly to maintain the religion. Rather, it will be used to what you can say, sense gratification of the atheistic nature Kshatriyas. So the religion also will become unhappy, and the suras or devotees or devas, they become very, very unhappy. In such a situation, only the Lord will incarnate yada yada hidharmasya glanir bhavat bharata abhyuddhananda dharmasya tadatmanam srichamyaham. So in this way, he will re-establish the true principles of religion, and that's mission of Lord Sri Krishna. And so Krishna came and he has re-established everything, and he has wound up. And now what they are feeling the pang of separation. So let's see in the next verse what further the three are, the cow, the bhumi is to say. How she is taking the separation of Krishna. So, Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 16, verse 35. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canon, Chapter 16, verse 35. कावासहेतविरहं पुरुषोत्तमस्य
कावासहेत विरहं
विरहं
पुरुषोत्तमस्य
पुरुषोत्तमस्य
प्रेमावलोकरुचिरस्मितवल्गुजल्पै
प्रेमावलोकरुचिरस्मितवल्गुजल्पै
प्रेमावलोकरुचिरस्मितवल्गुजल्पे
स्थैर्यं समानमहरन्मधुमानिनीनाम्
धैर्यं
स्थैर्यं
समानम् अहरं मधुमानि
मधुमानिनाम्
रोमोत्सवो मम यदङ्घ्रिविथङ्किताया
रोमोत्सवो मम
रोमोत्सवामयतम्
यः
अङ्घ्रिविकण्ठितया
कावासहेतविरहं पुरुषोत्तमस्य
कावासहेत
कावासहेतविरहं
विरहं
पुरुषोत्तमस्य
पुरुषोत्तमस्य
प्रेमावलोकरुचिरस्मितवल्गुजल्पै
प्रेमावलोकरुचिरस्मितवल्गुजल्पै
प्रेमावलोकरुचिरस्मितवल्गुजल्पे
स्थैर्यं समानमहरन्मधुमानिनीनाम्
धैर्यं
अस्थैर्यं
समानम् अहरं मधुमानिनाम्
मधुमानिनीनाम्
रोमोत्सवो मम यदङ्घ्रिवितिङ्वितङ्किताया
रोमोत्सव मम यदङ्घ्रिताय
रोमोत्सवमयदङ्घ्रिविकण्ठितया
कावासहेतविरहं पुरुषोत्तमस्य
कावासहेत
कावासहेतविरहं
पुरुषोत्तमस्य
पुरुषोत्तमस्य
प्रेमावलोकरुचिरस्मितवल्गुजल्पैः
प्रेमावलोकरुचिरस्मितवल्गुजल्पै
प्रेमावलोकरुचिरस्मितवल्गुजल्पे
स्थैर्यं समानमहरन्मधुमानिनीनाम्
धैर्यं
अस्थैर्यं
समानमहरन् मधुमानिषीणाम्
समानमहरतमधुमानिनीनाम्
रोमोत्सवो मम यदङ्घ्रिविताङ्किताय
रोमोत्सवो मम यदङ्घ्रिवत्सहिताय
Anybody else?
कावासहेतविरहं पुरुषोत्तमस्य
कावासहेतविरहं
कावासहेतविरहं
पुरुषोत्तमस्य
पुरुषोत्तमस्य
प्रेमावलोकरुचिरस्मितवल्गुजल्पै
प्रेमावलोकरुचिरस्मितवल्गुजल्पैः
प्रेमावलोकरुचिरस्मितवल्गुजल्पे
धैर्यं समानमहरं मधुमानीणाम्
स्थैर्यं
अस्थैर्यं
समानमहरन्मधुमानिनीनाम्
समानमहरतमधुमानिनीनाम्
रोमोत्सवमामयदङ्गिरिविताङ्गिताय
रोमोत्सवो
रोमोत्सवो
मम
मम
यदङ्घ्रिवितङ्किताय
कावासहेत विरहं पुरुषोत्तमस्य
कावासहेतविहरं
कावासहेतविरहं
पुरुषोत्तमस्य
पुरुषोत्तमस्य
प्रेमावलोकरुचिर अस्मिद्वल्गुजुल्फे
प्रेमावलोकरुचिरस्मितवल्गुजल्पै
प्रेमावलोकरुचिरस्मितवल्गुजल्पैः
अस्थैर्यं समानम् अहरत मधुमानिनामम्
धैर्यं
स्थैर्यं
समानम् अहरं मधुमानिनाम्
समानमहरन्मधुमानिनीनाम्
रोमोत्सवो मम यदङ्ग अङ्घ्रिविटङ्किताय
रोमोत्सवो मम
रोमोत्सवमामयदङ्गिरिविताङ्गाय
यदङ्घ्रिवितङ्किताय Synonyms. Ka, who,
काहु
हु
va, either.
वा
वा
एदर्
Saheta, can tolerate.
सहेता can tolerate
Viraham, separation.
विरहं
विरहं
separation
separation
Purusha Uttamasya, of the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Purusha Uttamastya of the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Prema, prema, loving.
Prema, loving.
Avaloka, glancing.
Avaloka, glancing.
Ruchirasmitha, pleasing smile.
Rushirasmita, pleasing smile.
Valgujalpaihi, hearty appeals.
Valgujalpaihi, hearty appeals.
Thairyam, gravity.
Dhairyam, gravity.
Quantum, gravity.
Samanam, along with passionate wrath.
Samanam, along with
Along
passionate wrath.
passionate wrath.
Aharat, concord.
Aharat,
Aharat,
concord.
concord.
Madhu, sweethearts.
Madhu,
Madhu,
sweetheart.
heart.
Manini, Nam, women such as Satyabhama.
Maninanam, woman,
Woman
Satyabhama.
Romotsava, hair standing on end out of pleasure.
Roma
Rose
Uttava,
Uttava,
hair
whereas
standing on end out of
out of
pleasure.
pleasure.
Mama, mine.
Mama,
Mama,
mine.
mine.
Yat, whose.
Yet
Yet,
who?
whose.
Angry feet.
Angry
Angry feet.
feet.
Vitankitaya, imprinted with.
Vitankitaya, imprinted with.
With.
Translation, please repeat after me. Who therefore can tolerate the pangs of separation from that Supreme Personality of Godhead?
Who therefore can tolerate the pangs of
the
separation
pangs of separation from that
from the Supreme Personality of Godhead?
He could conquer the gravity and passionate wrath of his sweethearts.
He could conquer the gravity and passionate wrath of his sweethearts.
Like Satyabhama by his sweet smile of love.
Like Satyabhama by his sweet smile of love.
Smile of love.
Pleasing glance and hearty appeals.
Pleasing glance and hearty appeals.
When he traversed my surface, earth.
When he traversed my
earth's surface.
I would be immersed in the dust of his lotus feet.
I would be immersed in the dust of his lotus feet.
And thus would be sumptuously covered with grass.
And thus would be sumptuously covered with grass.
Which appeared like hair standing on me out of pleasure.
Which appeared like hair standing on me out of pleasure.
Purport.
There were chances of separation between the Lord and his thousands of queens because of the Lord's being absent from home. But as far as his connection with earth was concerned, but the Lord would traverse the earth with his lotus feet, and therefore there was no chance of separation. When the Lord left the surface of the earth to return to his spiritual abode, the earth's feeling of separation were therefore more acute.
Harium Tatsat, very nice. Kava Saheta Viraham Purushotamasya Purushotama. Purusha and Prakriti. There are two words. Prakriti means enjoyed and the energy. And Purusha means the enjoyer or the powerful. So we are Prakriti. We are living entities. We are all Prakritis. That is stated in Bhagavad Gita. Prakritehi me kriyamanani. Prakritehi me param vidhi. Apreyam itastu prakriti me. So Prakriti vidhi me param. That means in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 5. No, Chapter 7, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 7, verse 5. That says, Apreyamitastvanyam prakritim vidhi me param jiva bhutam mahabaho yayedam dharya yathe jagat. Besides this, O mighty armed Arjuna, there is another superior energy of mind which comprises the living entities who are exploiting the resources of this material inferior nature. So Krishna is telling that living entities are superior energy, but they are Prakriti. It's an energy of Krishna, only Shakti. So we are not the Purusha, we are Prakriti. It is proved in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita very clearly. This is the first point. Self-realization. After we understand we are not the body, then who are we? We are Prakriti. We are energy of Krishna. We are superior energy of Krishna. We are not Krishna. We are not Purusha. We are Prakriti. So this is very, very important to understand that Purusham, Shashwatam. Krishna is the supreme person, the enjoyer, Purusha. Purusha has got different features, personal expansion, personal feature, the supreme personality of God. Expansion feature also two kinds, Swamsa and Vibhinnamsa. Is personal expansion and separated expansion are the two types of expansion. We are all separated expansion of Krishna, Vibhinnamsa, a small particle. Just like the sun, we are the sunshine means combination of what is called sparking, the sparking molecules, very small, minute. The sunshine means they are not homogeneous. They are small particles of shining, part and parcel of the sun. Similarly, we living entities, we are like that, a small particle, part and parcel of Krishna. So we are also brightening, shining. We are not dull matter. But on account of our combination with the material nature, we have been covered. Therefore, our shining quality is now stopped. Shining quality is now stopped. That is our forgetfulness of Krishna, forgetfulness about our relationship with the Supreme Purusha, Purusha Uttama, Uttama Purusha, Uttama, Madhyama, and Adhyama. There are three grades of Purusha. We are the lowest grade, Adhyama. So, because we are Adhyama Purusha, therefore, there is chance of our brightness being sometimes covered. But we can again revive our brightness and shine with the Supreme Person as the sun and the sunshine. They are together shining. There is light. Similarly, when we are again posted in our own constitutional position, and Krishna is like the sun, and we are shining particles of Krishna, then our life is successful. And that is wanted. So, Krishna comes, the Purushottam, to take us back. Why you are now covered? Your shining is stopped. You are morose. You are suffering a threefold miserable condition of material existence. Why you are rotting here? Sarvadharman parityaja mamekam sharanam vraja. Krishna comes himself. He is within everyone's heart. He is instructing. He is ready to instruct. But he will only instruct to such person who have engaged themselves in devotional service. Krishna is there. Just like the master is there and many workers are also there, the master speaks to the important person, not to the ordinary person. Similarly, the master is there in everyone's heart. Ishvara sarva bhutanam hrideshe arjuna tishtati brahmayam sarva bhutani yantra rudani mayaya. So, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, verse 61 says that whatever we are getting for our sense enjoyment, that is with the sanction of the Purusha, the Supreme Person. The Paramatma feature is called Madhyama Purusha. We are Adhyama Purusha. Paramatma feature is Madhyama Purusha. Krishna is Uttama Purusha. So, he is Purushottama. Purushottama is a supreme person. And the supreme person, by his expansion as the super soul, is present in everyone's heart. Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam. He is guiding as friend. He is guiding as a friend, but he speaks directly with the living entity as soon as we are purified by devotional service. Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam. Srimad Bhagavad Gita 10. Chapter 10, verse 10. So that qualification we have to attain. Then Krishna, the Purushottama, will speak from within, just like he spoke from within of Brahma. Tene Brahma Hridayadi Kavaye Muhyanti et Suraya. We have to become qualified to talk with the Supreme Person, and he will give us advice. He is giving us advice. Is ready to give us advice from within and from without, from within as super soul and from without as a spiritual master. Therefore, it is said, Guru Krishna Kripa Paye Bhakti Lata Bija. Both things are required, Guru and Krishna. If we are sincere, if we actually want Krishna, Krishna is within your heart. He will help you in meeting the spiritual master, his representative. And by the instruction of the spiritual master, you will develop more and more your Krishna consciousness, your original position. This is called devotional service or Bhakti Latha Bija, just like one small creeper. First of all, to sow the seed and water it, then gradually it sprouts and gradually it grows. Similarly, by the mercy of Krishna and his representative Guru, spiritual master, you get the seed of Bhakti Latha, devotional service. And if you sow it within the heart, Mali Hayase Bija Khare Aropana. Just like if you take a seed, nice seed, and if you sow it and pour water little, then it will grow and it will become a big tree or big creeper and give you the fruits. You will enjoy it. Similarly, the Bhaktilata Bija is given by the spiritual master in cooperation with Krishna. That is initiation. This initiation arrangement means sowing the seed of devotional service. Now, that is why it is called initiation, starting by sowing the seed. Now, if you think that after getting initiation, I have become perfect, now again, whatever nonsense I was doing, I shall go on doing it, then it will be useless. It will be totally useless. Suppose if you get a seed, if you don't take proper care, water it nicely, then it will not grow, right? It will be stunned there. So you have to take Mali Hana say Bija Kararopana Shravana Kirtana Jale Kare Sachana. So this initiation means by the mercy of Krishna, though his agent, the spiritual master, you are getting the seed of Bhaktilata. So you have to take care of yourself by the instruction. Not that now I have got a spiritual master and I have got the initiation, my business is finished. Let me do all nonsense. No. This initiation process, we take promise from you that no illicit sex, no meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication, before the fire. The fire ceremony means on the initiation day, one has to sit in the yajna. So fire is also a representation of Yajna Purusha, and through fire, the Yajna Purusha eats Purushottama, he is eating. So there is fire. There is spiritual master, there is Shastra, there is Krishna. They all are witness. Just like before the High Court judge, you promise, yes, I will speak, whatever I'll speak in the court is all truth. So this promise, the judge knows and he gives his judgment on that. Similarly, these promises must be kept. Otherwise, it will be useless. That's your business. The same thing, Guru Krishna Kripa Pai, that by the mercy of Guru, by the mercy of Krishna, you get the thing. Now to use the thing properly, that will depend on you. Guru Krishna Kripa Paya Bhakti Lata Bija, I can give you very nice thing, but you keep it locked up in your treasury and never use it, then what you will be? So you have to sow it and pour water to it and see that it is nicely growing. That is very nicely described in Arupa Siksha. So don't think that after the official ceremony of initiation, your business and my business is finished, or spiritual master's business and the disciple's business is finished. No, the business begins. That is why it's called initiation. It's a starting point. It's not the finishing. It's the beginning. So if you don't go further, Adau Guru Ashraya, the beginning is to take shelter of Guru. That is the beginning. And Adau Guru Ashrayam Sadharma Pracha, then the student must be very inquisitive. Sadharma Pracha Sadhu Marga Anugamanam. You will find all these things, instructions and nectar of devotion. They are there. So that is the beginning of your spiritual life, which is called initiation. And if you don't take care for further development, then that is up to you. You may fall down because Maya is very strong. Maya will place so many impediments. She doesn't like that so easily you go back to home, back to God. That's Maya's business. Devi Hesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya. Srimad Bhagavad Gita chapter 7 verse 14 says, just like police business is to see the criminal that is actually, he is in his original consciousness to become law-abiding citizen. Otherwise, police will go on punishing him. That's police affair. Similarly, this Maya is a police agent of Krishna. Her business is to chastise you. Every moment this is going on. Hey Rupe Brahmanda Brahmite Kona Bhagyavan Jeev. So this material life means within the jurisdiction of Maya. And she is always punishing us. Anadi Bahirmukha Jiva Krishna Boli Gela Maya Thare. So, because we have tried to forget Krishna, that is not good for us. That is also explained in Srimad Bhagavatam. Ya esham purusham sakshat atma prabhavam ishwaram avajanantinah bhajanti sthanat bhrashta patantyatha. 11th canto, chapter 5 says, I will give you practical example. Just like so many times I used to tell that this finger, this finger is part and parcel of my body, your body, but if it becomes diseased, then it cannot act as my finger. It becomes a source of pain only. Then sometimes doctor advises the physician or surgeon that unless you cut off this finger, the whole hand will be poisoned. And you have to cut off to save the other fingers. Similarly, we are all part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. When we become disobedient or diseased, to become disobedient to God means that is diseased condition. Because we have to become obedient to somebody. Even if our so-called disobedient state, don't care for God. All right, don't care for God, but care for somebody else. That is obligatory. You cannot say, I don't care for anybody. No, you can't say that's not possible. If you don't care for Krishna, then you have to care for somebody else. If you don't care for the state law, then you have to take care of the police department. You cannot say that I'm independent. So that's not possible. So our position is forgetting Krishna. We have been kicked out constantly by Maya. The Maya has given us the senses. And the senses are dictating us, do this, do this, do this, do that. And we have become servant of our senses. So two things are that. You are servant by constitution. Don't think that you are master. But when you forget or give up the service of Krishna, then you become servant of your senses or Maya. This is your position. So when we voluntarily again give up the service of the senses and surrender to the master of the senses, Hrishikesha, Hrishikena, Shevanam. Krishna's another name is Hrishikesha. Hrishika, Isha. Hrishika means senses. Senayor, Upayor, Madhya, Katam, Stapet, Me, Achyuta, Achyuta, and Hrishikesha. That is what word? Hrishikesha. So Hrishikesha is the master of senses, Krishna. So when in our present condition, we have forgotten our master of senses, but we have taken the senses as our master. This is our position. We have forgotten the master of the senses, but we have accepted the senses as our master. This is our problem. So this has to be purified, not to become the servant of the senses, but to become servant of the master of the senses. Then you also become master of the senses. Purificatory process is called devotional service or bhakti. So this is described even in the Narada Pancharatra. Sarvopadivi nirmuktam tatparatvena nirmalam hrishikesha hrishikena shevanam bhakti rutyate. How we have become the servant of our senses? On account of so many designations. I am American, I am Indian, I am Hindu, I am Muslim, I am Christian, I am this, I am that, I am so many designations. And if you, designation means to become servant of the senses, that's all. Designation means to become the servant of the senses. So we have to get the designation from this initiation point of view. Everyone should consider that I am no more American, Indian, this and that. I am Hindu, I am Christian. No, I am servant of Krishna. Then you become designation-less. I am servant of Krishna. Jivera Swarupa Haya Nitya Krishna Dasa. Then you become designation-less and immediately purified. Sarvopadi Vinirmukta. Tat Paratvena Nirmalam. Nirmalam means spotless. When the spotless, you become spotless. Then Hrishikena, Hrishikesha Sheva, Hrishikesha, Hrishikena Sheva. You have got your senses, then your senses are engaged in the servant of the master of the senses. That is called bhakti. Hrishikena, Hrishikesha Shevanam Bhakti Ruchyate. So these things are all very elaborately, nicely explained in Srila Prabhupada books. Those who are going to be initiated or just got initiated, they should take it as a vow not to fall down again. Catch Krishna's lotus feet very tightly and you will not fall down. Mam evaye prapadyante mayam etam tarantite. So be determined. Don't make it a false that today I'm initiated and tomorrow again I give up everything and again grow my hair and then go to the hell. No, don't do that. If you want to be serious, then the path is clear for going back to home. Godhead. Mamcha vyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunam samati tyetam brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Srimad Bhagavad, the 14th chapter, 26th verse says, as soon as you engage yourself in devotional service, you become purified of all material contamination. Sagunan samatityaitan. We are being troubled by the three modes of material nature. But if we stick to our devotional service, it's not very difficult to follow the four regulative principles. No illicit sex. There is no question of stopping sex, but no illicit sex. Unfortunately, they are so unfortunate that although they have got their wife, they go to another girl. And although the girl has one husband, she goes to another man. So unfortunate these are all. These things should be stopped if you will want to be serious. Otherwise, make a false and do whatever you like. I cannot give you protection. Krishna cannot give you protection. So you must have to follow these rules and regulation if you are serious. Then take initiation. That initiation means beginning again. Otherwise, it will become very difficult. So determination. No difficulty. What is the difficulty? Chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Take the beat 16 rounds every day. And that can be finished very easily at most to 2 hours. Even if it is 3 hours. Okay. You have got 24 hours in a day. So if you want to sleep, of course, 23 hours you have. Okay. That is another thing. You have to minimize your sleeping. If you cannot finish 16 rounds, then you must not sleep on that day. You must not eat. Why don't you forget to eat or forget to sleep? Why do you forget chanting Hare Krishna? This is negligence, aparadha, offense. Rather, you should forget your sleeping and eating and must finish 16 rounds. This is called a determination. So you are welcome to Krishna consciousness in practicing very seriously, but don't be neglectful. And, then it cannot be purposeful or say useful to us. Thank you very much. Any questions or comments or realization, please do share with us.
Haribol.
All.
Haribol, Maya is a sincere and obedient devotee of Krishna. She is doing a service.
Yes.
Then why she has to disturbing instead of welcome the devotees in Maya? Maya
She is welcoming the devotees. We are only disturbing Maya. She is not disturbing us.
Why is she taking
we are supposed to be engaged in devotional service. Okay. And Maya is giving all the facilities, but we are misusing that facility for sense gratification. So who is disturbing? We are disturbing Maya, or Maya is disturbing us. Maya is not meant to disturb us. Maya is a pure devotee, Shimantanayani. She is chanting Hare Krishna 16 rounds every day. She is chanting every day at the lotus feet of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Okay, she is a devotee, initiated devotee. Her guru is Gauranga Mahaprabhu. She is directly initiated by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. She also had association with Sri Haridas Thakura by hearing the holy name. She is so inspired to hear Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So if anybody is chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Maya will be very happy. She will also chant with you. She will support you. And she provides all the facilities, whatever we are having. Everything is provided under the control of Maya. Indirect. Superintendent is Krishna through agent. But when you use it in service of Krishna, then why will Maya disturb? Maya will not come at all. Without Krishna, when you are trying to use, there is Maya. Behind Krishna is Maya. In front of Krishna, there is no Maya. So when we are misusing anything within our possession, including persons, their skills, other properties, anything in our sense enjoyment, our sense gratification, without Krishna, non-prasadam, without Krishna, then it is Maya. She will attack immediately, she will engage. So we are disturbing Maya. Maya is not disturbing us. We have to be Krishna conscious, very nicely utilize the utility is the principle Srila Prabhupada said. Use everything in the service of Krishna. Whatever skill you have, whatever intelligence you have, whatever possession, properties you have, whatever persons around you, depending on you, everybody, everything you should, situate in Krishna consciousness and utilize in the service of Krishna. Hrishikesha Hrishikena Sevanam Bhakti Ruchyate. Bhakti means engaging your senses in the senses of Krishna. So that is called bhakti. If you do that, Maya will not attack. This is guaranteed by Krishna.
Okay. Hari Bol.
Good question. Thank you very much. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Thank you very much for the association. We'll resume our class tomorrow morning at 7:30 around. Till then, Grandra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Padita Panchati Prabhupada ki jai.
Yes.
Vaishnav Pranam.
Vancha
Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu
Namo Namaha.